Okay. This is my third time recording this video. So I decided I might as well record myself playing some Call of Duty 3 and talking about a few stories today. I'm not going to start with the first mission because, you know, I'm going easy because I'm trying to do casual gaming here. I'm gonna skip to when this cutscene is done, and then I'll start talking.
Tell me you would rather be with those guys. They got the easy part.
Copy that. They just gotta sit and wait. Quiet that up. Okay, on the signal, we're taking this hill. We gotta flank Jerry, because if we don't, the rest of the division can't.
Oh, really?
That's it. Move, move, move.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
My first story today. Probably be good enough. My first story. So, about 9 years ago, when I was in like first grade, we had a substitute teacher one day, and this teacher wasn't your ordinary teacher. No. This teacher was like a conspiracy theorist. And I'm just gonna let that stew right there. And I bet you can already tell she started talking about conspiracy theories, besides actually teaching us how to do addition or some crap like that. I can still remember to this day what she talked about, and she had us sit all like around her, and she was talking about like, oh, one day police are just gonna start arresting people randomly, like you won't even be able to walk down the street and they'll just arrest you. Which, I mean, there are two things about that. One is, why are you telling this to a few first graders? And two, it's not all that far off from like corruptness. But just because one police officer starts arresting people randomly does not mean they all will. I don't know what makes people think that. Like, oh, one person is doing it, everyone is going to do it. And another thing is, she was talking about how like, oh, you can't stay home because then they'll bust down your door and they'll like go guns blazing on you. And you'll have to, like, live at the school and whatnot. You'll sleep, eat there, and whatnot. And I had a few questions, which is, like, it will be more diverse. Will be more, like, more spread out. So, like, why would we want them to just get us all? It was really confusing for me. Because I bet we were scared. We were like listening to her, like we were like 6 years old. Of course we were gonna listen to her. What better did we know? And I feel as though she obviously knew that. And she was going on about how like they would arrest us and we wouldn't be able to see our mom and dad anymore, or like anyone else we knew, and we would just have to live at the school, which is so random. This is a first grade teacher, by the way. I don't know why she's telling this to a couple of first graders. It's really concerning when I think about it. But whatever. This was like 9 years ago, so it doesn't really matter anymore. MG42, hit the dirt. Oh yeah, by the way, this is Call of Duty 3, not Call of Duty 2 or 1. This is like the most forgotten Call of Duty. It's so forgotten that even when you look up what is the most forgotten Call of Duty game, it doesn't even come up. Which I just find so kind of like sad, because this game was a big part of my... Why do I say this is a big part of my childhood when I am still a child? Ow. That doesn't even make any sense. Whatever. This game has been a big part of me for a while. And I even, like, quote some of this stuff. Out of here! Move! Like, I don't really need to prove that I know any of this. People probably just believe me anyway. I've been playing this game for, like... Well, what do you know? I've been playing the first... Well, I've been playing Call of Duty 2 and 3 and Medal of Honor Airborne for, like, it's the better part of a decade, so I pretty much know everything about this game. At least I think. It could be like some random Easter egg, like Bigfoot would come out of nowhere and kill you, that I don't know about, but, you know.
Great. We got plenty of Jerry. Follow me!
Oh, really? My next story. By the way, if the microphone is a little loud for you, you could always just turn down the volume. I'll get into why I'm kind of fed up with recording this video, but, you know, that'll be probably towards the end. The next story I have is... talking about conspiracy theories. I remember one day when I was sick, I come across... I was going on YouTube and whatnot. I come across a film theory video. And it was about, like, something I was watching at the time. I can't remember what the video was. It was about a show I was watching at the time, which had to have been a children's show. And it was talking about something, and I just didn't like it. I judged a book by its cover. I didn't even watch the video. I just was mad at it. And weirdly enough, for a while I actually didn't really like the film theorists. Because I just thought, like, anything I liked, they probably had a video about it, kind of ruining it. Like, I just thought every show they had was just trying to ruin it for me. I slowly, I kind of warmed up to them. I slowly kind of warmed up to the film theorists. And, no. I slowly kind of warmed up to them. You know, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of them at the moment, still. I mean, they've got cool stuff, I guess. Which doesn't really strike my interest all that much. Which comes to my next story. I was talking about how I was sick that day, right? Well, my next story is one day in, like, the quarantine days, so this was like the prehistoric age. I got sick, and for some reason, this sickness just did not want to leave. I'm not exaggerating when I say this. I'm pretty sure it lasted like a month. I was sick for an entire month. A more rough estimate being like 3 weeks. But I remember that. I remember it. Was not fun. The weekdays were just me trying to get sleep, and the weekends were pretty much just me throwing up. Well, I went to the doctor like once or twice. And oh. Okay. Just got shell shocked. Amazing. So anyway, I still remember that, like, when I came home from, or when I went to school after all that, when I finally started feeling better, I just, like, no one even cared that I was back. I mean, like, gosh dang it, guys, I was fighting demons over there, and you're just here thinking I was just faking sickness? Gosh. Could use better friends. Nah, but I think friends were like, they were pretty happy to have me back. No. Mind you, by the way, in this game, the best weapon is the MP40. It can melee fast, and it's got a relatively fine fire rate, and it's pretty common in this. That's if you ever play this, which I kinda doubt, but, you know. Enough of this nonsense! There we go. That's the end of this mission, and probably the end of this video, because I can't think of anything else to say. So, yeah, it didn't take me 5 months to upload again. Yay.